Lots of questions I had and received this year, 2023, related to our dance, especially the Baladi dance, Oriental dancing, and belly dancing. In addition, the new list I created in my channel, which it is a dance analysis. So I would like to share some of these questions with you. As you saw and heard, there were a lot of events had happened this year, 2023, especially in the second half of this year. I met a lot of friends, colleagues, dancers, instructors, dance instructors, teachers from many countries all over the world. We discussed a lot of topics regarding to our dance or related to our dance. Most of the questions were very important for me, you, and anyone involving in dancing, of course. I will start first with the list of dance analysis in my YouTube channel and why I created. That is because to show you exactly a lot of different types of dancing from many places or from many dancers from many countries all over the world. And you can see and understand exactly how they move on the music or using the music and how they can translate the music as you saw. In the beginning was very difficult for me because I have a lot or I had a lot of videos of dancing, of course, but I found that the best way is not to choose one or two or three, but I want to show you all. It was in the beginning was a problem, yes, with me too, with the YouTube, because sometimes YouTube doesn't give me the free way to upload the dances or the video clips regarding to the copyright, of course. But suddenly I found something I can help me to upload these videos and share it with you, which I hope you like it. But of course, I have to test it first. This is one point. Another point is, I didn't upload all these videos just to tell you that this dancer is better than the other, or I'm choosing the best dancer or something like this. But the main point of view is to let you know exactly the feeling of the dancers and how they move, as I told you, and of course how they translate the music, their lyrics, and the story, if they have a story, how they can tell the story through their bodies, using their bodies. This is a very important point. Also, let me tell you that all of us as dancers, we are in a big garden called art. This art is fantastic. Each one of us or every one of us has her or his own way of dancing, the flavor of flower you like. So I like this flower, for example, maybe you don't like. Another one, she liked the other flower, another type of flower, the smell of the flower. So this is the big garden. We are all inside. I cannot say that this flower is very bad, but this flower I like. Or maybe a little bit I don't like, but I cannot say that she is very bad and you have to say same as me. It is not like this way. Dancing, this type of art is emotion, feeling. I'm telling you or I'm showing you my feeling. And of course you have to respect this feeling as I am doing in front of you. It is completely different than the official dance. Maybe this word or this term is very strange. The official dance. It means exactly, or this term, when I say it like this, I'm talking about the ballet. In ballet, for example, it is official type of dance. Of course, the old ballet became much more famous now everywhere all over the world. But we have new types of ballet dancing now. We have to study, we have to understand how the dancers acting like this way and why they acting like this way and so on and so on. So this is the way of the official dancing. Sometimes in theatrical folk dance, we're using the same way or the same method. So for this reason, we have to explain exactly what is the meaning behind this type of choreography or this type of dance we are acting on a stage. So this is also, we can call it official dance. But the theatrical folk dance, most of us, we know exactly the way of dancing, the meaning of the dance steps or the choreography or the story. So it is the normal way of dancing, not official dancing. So this is very important to understand the difference between the official dancing and the folk dancing or the theatrical folk dancing, yes. So this is exactly one point. Also, for this reason, I give you a lot of varieties. You can see, watch, understand these people from this country, how they move or how they understand the music. I mean the Egyptian music or the Arabian music. We have a little Egyptian music, not too much Arabian music, not too much Egyptian music. We have a lot of Arabian music everywhere now. The Egyptian music is difficult little bit. I have some, of course, maybe one day I can share some with you. But we destroyed our music, if we can say something like that, because a lot of reasons. I'm not pushing you now to explain to you now why we changed it like this way. But anyway, we still have some of the Egyptian music and songs, of course. But most of our way of music or the music we are using are Arabian music, not especially Egypt or Egyptian music as the meaning of this word. Of course, the lyrics can be Egyptian, can be Saudi Arabia, can be Lebanese, can be whatever, Iraqi or something like that, Turkish, and so on and so on. It's okay, no problem in this. I'm talking about the music. So, how these dancers from many countries all over the world can translate the music and can translate, of course, also the lyrics. This is very important. And how they feel the music, how their bodies can move in this with this music. This is exactly the main point. I created the list or this list to let you be with me in this level. Actually, in judging, we have rules. These rules coming from the association or the place or the group who creating these rules, and we have to go through, which looks like official dancing once more again. By the way, we haven't any dancer or any type of dance in our dance. I mean Oriental dancing and Oriental dancing, belly dancing, baladi dance, and all these dance styles. We haven't any official dance as the word like this way or the meaning like this way, except maybe one dancer was famous for this term, actually, Samia Gamal. She was the one mentioned by this term, which it is nice, of course. Why? Because she was dancing like this way, acting like this way, like official, like this way, actually. For this reason, the government or the kingdom in this time long ago gave her this name like this. It is fantastic. And I love it very much. Official dancer, the official dancer, Egyptian official dancer. It is like that. So that was Samia Gamal. We come back again to the rules. We have to work through these rules in judging, of course, and we cannot go out of them, of course. The second topic or the second question I would like to share with you was about the Oriental dance and belly dancing. Of course, a lot of people, or let me say a lot of dancers say belly dancing or Oriental dancing, and now we have also Oriental belly dancing. We heard about it now, or about this term now. The difference between the Oriental dancing and belly dancing is the way I'm acting on the stage and how I use or what type of movements I use through my choreography. This is very important, of course. As I told you before, Oriental dancing full of a lot of folkloric dance steps and a little of seduction dance steps. And vice versa. In belly dancing, I'm using too much seduction dance steps and a little of folkloric dance steps. This is very quickly the difference between both. Also, I'm using the torso and the chest also when I'm dancing, chest and torso when I'm dancing in belly dancing, much more than Oriental dancing. This is the difference between both exactly. And today I or we can see a lot of dancers mixed between both and creating a wonderful choreography on a stage, which it is wonderful, of course, fantastic, of course. So this is very quickly the difference between both and how and why. I'm not talking about how the belly dancing term appeared. There are a lot of stories and talking about it, and some of them said that because of French soldiers, others said that it is because of the British soldiers, and a writer, he was talking about or explained something about the Orientalists and something like that. I'm not going through this as much as now we have this and that. And you have to know that we haven't any type of dance in Egypt called belly. Belly dancing belongs to belly. We haven't. This is very important information you have to know. So how belly dancing appeared like that, this is another story. Maybe also one day I can explain you much more about it and how it comes like this way. I mean the way of movements, not the term. The term is as you heard exactly, but the way of movements, how it's appeared like this way since long time in Egypt until now, and it was like, maybe one day I will explain you much more about it. But now our main point is, or the main targets is, or are all of these questions, or most of these questions, the main of these, the common of these questions I'm explaining to you now. So this is the difference between Oriental dancing and belly dancing. Now the fruit of dance, as I'm always saying, Baladi dance. A lot of dancers from many countries all over the world asking me several questions regarding to Baladi dance. Of course, I had also a lot of questions about Baladi dance in these events. A lot of friends, colleagues, and Oriental dancers, also teachers, asked me about Baladi dance. Baladi dance created or appeared in the beginning in Egypt. There were no country all over the world or the Arab world doing or dancing or performing this type of dance, but only Egypt. The Egyptian women created regarding to the freedom, they want their freedom, they were looking for their freedom. This is one point, one very important point. The other point is the Egyptian women, they were clever when they created something like that. That is because to attract their men or their boyfriend. I am a woman, I'm attracting my boyfriend or my man, for example, so I'm doing or acting like this way in front of him. And on the other hand, when women gathered in a room or something like this, one of them suddenly jumped in front of them and began to dance in front of them. In this perspective or this scene, of course, she will not attracting them as she attracting her man, but she showing them the beauty of her body and how she can move very easy like this way. So this is also completely different than moving in front of men. I am talking about now, or let me tell you that Baladi dance is the main gate for Oriental dancing or belly dancing. This is because in Baladi dance we're using too much seduction dance steps in a very good way, of course, and how we can attract people in front of us. This is the Baladi dance. Of course, in Baladi dance, women dancing, or most of women long ago, they were dancing in the place, not moving everywhere around. That is because Baladi dance created in the beginning inside houses and inside rooms. So a woman when she stand up, or girl when she stand up in front of the audience, her family or her friends, she cannot move everywhere around, but she dancing on the place. So this is very important point, yes, also. Other point is, it is not important to use a long dress, galabeya, for example. As you know galabeya, a white dress, this white dress, a home white dress. It was since long time, and of course you can use something like this or use this costume, no problem in this. But of course you can use also the long dress with different colors, no problem, or any other color you like, but the main point of view is you have to use one complete dress, not two pieces, one piece. So this is another point. Also, if you can use the dress with arms or without arms, open from the front, long open from the front, or half, or something like this, it's okay, no problem in this. So this is exactly the costume of the Baladi dance. Of course, the accessories can be the Milaya laugh, as you know, or the stick, or also you can use cymbals, no problem in this. Whatever the choreography you are doing or you wanted to create, you wanted to perform on a stage, okay, no problem in this. This is also very important points you have to keep in mind all the time when you're going to create your choreography and what type of dress you gonna use. Of course, I would like to hear your opinion and your comments about all these points I'm sharing with you. And you have any questions, please write me down and I will be very glad to receive them from you too. Thank you very much and see you in my next video.